God knew what he was getting when he called you. This is for all of you who be beating yourself up all the time, feeling like you're not usable, and you're always reminding God of your insecurities. He knows about that. You're always reminding God of your past. He knows about that. You're always reminding God about your failures. He knows about that. You're always reminding him of your shortcomings. Philip, you don't know my past, but he called you anyway. You don't know the mistakes that I made, but he called you anyway. You don't know where I failed him in the 9th grade, but he called you anyway. You don't know where I gave up my virginity, but he called you anyway. You don't know when I was doing drugs in my mother's house, but he called you anyway. You don't know about my insecurities, but he called you anyway. You don't know about how I ran for him for 2 years when I graduated high school, but he called you anyway. Listen to me. The Lord knew exactly what he was getting when he chose you. There is nothing in you that has caught him by surprise. He can handle all of your brokenness, your issues, and your shame. He knows you personally. Jesus sees you right where you are. You may feel lonely in a room of thousands, but you're not alone because he sees you right where you are. He knows your name. And if you're saved, he has engraved that name in the book of life. He does not need superstars to do great things. He just needs surrendered men and women to do great things.
Entertaining can, only can go so far. You dig what I'm saying? I was talking to a friend of mine, and Erykah Badu, and she asked me one of the coldest questions ever, and I couldn't respond to it. She said, "So, what is your fulfillment? What are you looking for, out of all this?"
Highest performance level. When you start treating yourself like your most valuable asset, and other people will too, opportunities will come into your life, and 2026 will be the best year you've ever had. You stop living on autopilot and you start moving with intention.
Good morning, you all. I have had a very intentional morning, right? It started off, I kept dreaming about Malachi. So, of course, I woke up and read Malachi. And it really put me in such a humble space that I feel like I've been listening to my podcast and everything this morning in a new perspective and just like really listening. And I think the trend this morning is intentionality, just being intentional. Then it started making me think of the fact that 2026 has been very intentional year. I've woken up with purpose. I've made my bed. I've gone downstairs. I've done my workouts. I've taken the time to put myself together. Like 90% of the time, I'm putting myself together for the day. I've noticed I'm more productive. I'm more peaceful when I put myself together for the day. And I realized I'm very intentional, right? Then I did like a little mini audit of my life, and I was like, the only things that's not working in my life are the areas that I'm not intentional with. It's because I'm allowing myself to be intentional personally, but when it comes to externally, I just kind of accept whatever because I'm appreciating the fact that they're there. But no, I think I want to change that. I think I want to be extra intentional with the people in my life. And I've just created a term, airport people. I want to really take the time to prioritize the people in my life that I know no matter what time my flight comes in, they're going to pick me up from the airport. They're going to prioritize getting me from the airport if I'm in their city. I've had a little run-in with the term like doing it for the plot. And I think, yes, that's fun and all, but just knowing that I am a couple days from being 27, I just kind of want to be more intentional with the people I choose in my life. I think as far as like friendship right now, I want to focus on sisterhood. You're going to have a lot of associates in life, but if I don't have airport people, I should not be prioritizing them. And then as far as like guys, like sometimes I'll just be talking to guys just to like talk to them, just to like have somebody to be on the phone with, but they're the ones that's like acting up the most right now. So I'm just like, well, I don't really have an intention with them. So I think I want to change that. I think it's like contradicting with another area of my life because I want to be a wife. I want to meet my future husband. But if I'm sitting here entertaining people that I know for a fact are not my future husband, I may be delaying my future husband actually entering. So, because I'm like letting myself like be entertained by less than what I deserve, right? And then I've also noticed and accepted whenever I have a man that I know is not my husband, or like that I know is not up to my standards, it's actually better for me to let them go than to hold on, because I'm noticing a trend that a lot of guys that aren't for me, they all say the same line. Like, all you do is complain. All you do is, you're never happy. And I'm like, I really took that into consideration, because they all say that same line. But the guys that work for me, like people that are aligned for me, never say that. I never complain. So I'm like, it's better to just not say anything at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out to work. But yeah, I really think I'm entering like intentionality. Like, if this could be a chapter of my life, I would name it intention. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, just wanted to share that because it's on my mind. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to work, and I'll catch you all a little bit later. Hey you all, I am getting home from work, about to heat up dinner. This week's meal prep is something very exciting. So I have salmon, and at Sam's found these pre-made Brussels sprouts, canola oil and or soybean oil. Seed oils are in everything for no reason. I didn't even read this. I didn't even think to read this, y'all. It's 2 grams of saturated fat. Okay, so I'm gonna try to like divide this 4 ways and then have that with the first 4 salmon. So yeah, let's do that.
What is going on?
Uh-oh. Y'all, it feels so good to be back to my morning routine, my 4 a.m. routine. Last week, the last couple weeks, my back was all messed up, so I'm back to the routine. It feels so good. All right, y'all.
Fighting back tears, I promise to switch gears and said to myself, whatever you do, you won't do it partially. From this day forward, I move with a new veracity. Ferrari coupe velocity, a fail-proof philosophy. Success is in the effort.
Hey y'all, Denver is so crazy. It's starting to snow. It is snowing. We have a winter advisory. Like, it is May. Denver weather is, I think it beats Chicago for like crazy weather. Hold on, let me turn on my light. Yeah, 10 times better. At my job today, we got some flowers. So I'm gonna put my flowers in my vase. But where is the little food? Where's my little food at? Okay. Put the little food in first. You know what? I didn't used to do that at first. I used to do the complete opposite. It says 1 quart, but girl. Oh my God, why is this hot water? My mind is not here, y'all. Oh, the full flowers. I'm just putting a whole bunch of cold water. Actually, hold on, let me get comfortable. So I've been like fighting having a full-blown anxiety attack all day. Like, God is my strength, and I have to keep reminding myself who He is constantly. And like, this is not a big deal to Him. It's a big deal to me. My lease is over next month, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, and I know I'm gonna look back at this video and I'll be like, look, everything worked out. But when you're in it, I don't know what's about to work out. I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know. I literally don't know, and it bothers me. I don't like uncertainty when it comes down to like very important stuff, like where I'm gonna live, what job I'm gonna be working, what's about to happen. Like, I don't like having that level of uncertainty for like essential things. It feels very like unresponsible in a way. Just know 2 things can exist at the same time. I trust God. I'm nervous as heck.
So I am sitting here trying to distract myself. I have so many emotions going on right now. And I decided to hop on Pinterest. That's the kind of stuff you do when you don't have social media. You hop on Pinterest. And they had a writing prompt, and it's sentences to finish before getting married. I decided to write them out to keep my faith for my future marriage. One thing I didn't get growing up but want in my marriage is unconditional love. 2, my biggest fear in relationships is him giving up on me. 3, a safe relationship to me looks like consistency. 4, the one thing I couldn't accept in a relationship is cheating. 5, my role as a partner is to see you. 6, my top 3 emotional needs are love me, hold me, and pray for me. 7, I usually get triggered when I'm ignored. 8, when there's a conflict, I tend to want to solve it right away. 9, I believe the purpose of marriage is to experience God's love through each other. 10, what I value most in a partner is a friend. 11, I feel most loved when I'm considered. 12, one expectation I need to let go of in marriage is that I won't have to ever teach him how to love me. 13, a habit I want to bring into marriage is praying for him. 14, a habit I want to leave behind is complaining. 15, to me, intimacy means hearing what I'm not saying.
I'm so impressed.
The comedians really come from pain.
I was gonna say the same thing. When I tell you,
You do know,
I was gonna say,
you do know that I brought like an extra pair of drawers. Because I thought I was gonna be laughing and crying so hard at this episode that I thought I was gonna shard on myself or something.
First of all, you need to get that check.
I will be doing it injustice. As soon as I press play again, after I stop recording, DeVale said a line to DC Young Fly. I'm sorry, I have to show you guys this.
The stage is where I can release my pain to a way where you don't even know I'm crying.
Yeah.
So we're too busy laughing, but I'm crying.
You know what's scary about that? You said, bro, as your brother, what's scary about that is you shouldn't have to put all your pain into your art.
You don't.
You shouldn't have to. Because the reason why I say that though, the reason why I say that is because, say for whatever reason, the stage is no longer available. What you gonna do with that?
Like today is a safe space.
Right.
This is not a stage, but it is a stage. The stage is set and it's a safe space.
I'm about to stop you right now. This is all a safe space. He got my number. He got my number now. I not cursed him. I've been having it for years. Why do we as men not pick up the phone when we're going through stuff and call another man that we know knows what we're going through to talk to? That's a problem. I got you. But you understand what I'm saying?
Because the reciprocal of understanding, or as men, we don't know how the other one may receive.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem.
And not only that, if I could humbly say, and it's just my humble opinion, You know, it's because just because people are OGs don't mean that they know everything. Cause most of the time they don't.
All right, y'all. Highly, highly, highly recommend going to watch that video. Like this, I love a good podcast like this. I love realness, authentic conversations, people, discussions, Black man healing, like everything I love and want is in this podcast. Like, highly recommend that. Go watch it, y'all. Go watch. So one of my bosses who is like truly loved in the office, he is moving on. He's moving on to a new opportunity and we are celebrating him. But then also my coworker wants to just meet up at my place and watch a movie after on a Wednesday, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. We may not end up doing it depending on how early we leave the event because I like to wake up at 4 a.m. So I low-key don't want this to mess up my routine for tomorrow, but we will see. This is the last week of me being 26. And I've been like really reflecting on everything, just kind of the stuff that I wanted to either take into year 27 or leave behind. Definitely taking in my workout routine, my consistency, my discipline. But one of the things that I want to leave for sure is the need to respond. Like I have this habit of like wanting to have a comeback ready. Okay, prime example. My coworker said she went to an event and the other girl could kind of tell she didn't know much about it. And she had made a comment and she was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that, you know? And the other girl was like, you're just learning all type of new things today. And my coworker was like, she was telling a story and she was like, what does that even mean? And instead of listening to the rest of the story, my mind immediately started thinking about what could she have said back to like say, don't play with me. You know what I mean? Like, and then I sat there like thinking, and then I literally said out loud, I was like, I would have said, yeah, I love to take advice from the older people around me. And she was like, she was the same age. I was like, exactly. Right. And I'm like, oh, I ate that. That response would have been tea. And then I'm just like, Jazz, why do you feel the need to respond? And I realized like, I feel like my mouth has always been like my defense mechanism. And it like connected back to me and my other coworker, like having conversations about the fact that she's so grateful that she always had like older siblings growing up. When she would get into it with somebody in school, like she would say like, I'm gonna go get my older brothers. And I basically like told her, I'm like, you know, I've always wanted older brothers. Like if somebody say, if you could have siblings, like what would you, and like, what would you have? I've always wanted an older brother. Like that protection piece, that protection aspect is like priceless to me. And I've never had that. So I said that to say, I feel like because of that, I've had to like always be ready so nobody would try me like with my mouth. And then I realized like, you don't always have to continue that. Like that's me basically feeling like I gotta be equipped and ready for my own battles. Like I gotta be ready to protect myself. But the thing is, it's like I gave my life to Christ. Like I no longer have to feel like I'm my only protection, right? Because I'm like, what you gonna do? Like fight everybody that says something, you know? And it's not even a fight, but it's just like one of those moments where it's like, I don't ever want you to try me again like that. So don't. Like I'm a nice person, but don't try me again. And I think that part of me kind of wants to stay. Like, but it's just like when I heard myself say it, it was just very much like, I don't know. I'm like, is this a chapter that you want to end or continue? Like, do you want to continue being the person that always has the witty comebacks? Or do you want to be the person that goes silent and just let your silence speak for you? And I feel like it's power in both, but I just feel like I represent now. I could be somebody's first impression of a Christian. It's like, would I be okay with this footage playing if I had to watch the footage of myself back with Jesus? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm an overthinker. Let me fix my hair because I'm having a hard time, especially with this headband right now. And I'm gonna catch y'all later. It is Friday. I just got done with my laser hair. I got my underarms, everything. I'm feeling so smooth. I'm about to take this hair down. And the hairstylist, my appointment is for tomorrow morning. It was supposed to be at 7 a.m. and she just let me know that the earliest she can do now is 11. And I'm like, I picked 7 a.m. because I was originally going to get small knotless braids. So, you know, that's going to take all day. And now I'm like, 11, 4 hours later start. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be starting late for small knotless braids. I'm like, I could get soft locks. I can get boho / goddess braids, or I don't know what else, but I'm gonna be searching Pinterest to try to figure it out, take this hair down, and probably watch a good movie in the background and go from there. So yeah, all right, y'all, my Disney Plus, I'm convinced they know I'm old because they always suggesting like recommended for you 2000 extremely goofy movie, 1951 Alice in Wonderland, 1950 Cinderella. And my thing is, they're not wrong. Like, these are my OGs. Like, I'm like, what am I going to watch when I take my hair down? And I think I want to do Peter Pan. Like, I haven't watched Peter Pan in so long. I didn't realize this movie came out in 1953. Like, that's kind of crazy when you think about it. My mom wasn't born. Oh my God. My granddad was... Something happens to me when I watch old Disney movies. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like this like nostalgic feeling. Like, I just feel like I just feel so alive. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I can see myself like being on a show on like ABC or something like that, like Modern Family, like a Modern Family type of show. I could definitely see that for myself. But like my co-stars, like I could see them becoming my family. Like I just see it in my head. I just figured it out. That's exactly what it is. When I watch old Disney films, it puts me back into that dreamer state that I used to go in when I was a little kid, because now I'm just like, I can see myself like on an ABC show, like on a TV show, like with a good co-star. That's always been my dream. Like, if I could just, I'm not gonna say just, because you gotta memorize your lines and stuff, but like, if I could be like an actress on the show and like play like, you know, continuous main character, and it's like me and my husband on set, that would be so dope. That would be dope. Like, if my job was to act, like every day, memorize my lines, show up, act, have a good time, yo, I would love that. Oh, wait. I just got mad, like, see, something happens to me. When I watch these old Disney films, something legitimately happens to me every time. Got my scissors, got my plastic bag. I'm gonna take my hair down after I'm done eating, finish watching Peter Pan, and I'm gonna check back in with y'all later. All right, y'all.
My head.
The poor captain has a splitting headache. We mustn't annoy him. I wouldn't want this to go any farther.
He got that boiling hot water on him.
But the first thing told him, here, the hand of vanished take it.
Why you got to be imbecile like?
No, I don't know why this is taking me out like this. Like, I see why he be getting going off on so much. Like, at first I'm like, he tough on that little old man. That little old man keep on messing. I did not spend this enough.
bathroom or can I hop in the shower?
Gregory, I would sooner piss in my pants than get in the way of you doing whatever you need to do. Okay, buddy?
So I got soft locks. I got my soft locks. I did get color 4. She convinced me because I was deciding between 1B and 4 for a hot little minute. And then she was like, girl, it's the summer. And then right after that, I was like, let's get my nails done today because tomorrow's Mother's Day. I got this ombre type of nails. And then I got like a little design this time just because it was my birthday. So yeah. I immediately was like, I love these. Like immediately was like, these look so good. So it's interesting. I got so many services like yesterday, laser hair removal, today, hair and nails. And I cannot wait for you guys to see what I have for my birthday. So I'm gonna eat some dinner because I'm super hungry. And then I may come back in to check in and kind of close out the vlog. So I'll see you guys. Hey you all, I am here to close out this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I watched Eat, Pray, Love for the first time today, and the way I resonated with that movie was insane. And I'm like, I thought I was doing that when I first moved out here to Colorado. And now I'm just like, where's next? Until next time, I will see you next week. Next week is gonna be my birthday vlog. And I'm very excited. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, I love you and I thank you. All right, y'all, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. I'll see you next week. I already miss you. Bye.